Tell me where we are. What we're doing today.
Don't you
What's
know?
today's adventure?
Took us 5 hours to drive it. You should know by now. We're a 15-minute plane ride or a 5-hour drive from Queenstown out in Milford Sounds, which isn't in fact a sound, a fjord, so I just found out from the captain of the ship. Now take a look around at the scenery. That's what you've come for, not to hear me gabble on and on and on and on and on. Like most of New Zealand, Milford Sound is a phenomenally beautiful spot, and if you have the time, drive there. After all, the point of going to Milford Sound is to see something awe-inspiring and beautiful, and that is the drive. And there's heaps of outdoor activities, the world-famous Milford Trap being an obvious one, along with tons of day walks. Our team, however, dictated a much more leisurely approach to seeing the area, and we cruised through like a million others do every year. And with our very own Frenchman on the ground to tell us all about it too. Sebastian, how you doing, mate?
Great, and you, mate?
Yeah, good.
Good.
We figured the best way really to find out a bit about the area was to talk to an expert, you know.
An expert.
And then that way we can just enjoy the sounds.
Right.
What's it like moving here from France and coming somewhere so remote?
Wow, when you see the scenery around, it's beautiful, I think, you've got maybe Norway with this, but I think that's a very special place. I've been here for a year and a half now. Yeah, with the kiwis, yeah, especially like in this remote area, that you're submerged, in the kiwi culture.
Is it fun being out somewhere this remote?
Yeah, it's very fun because it's a big community here. I think in summer it's like 200 people working here, and everyone, knows each other. Scenery, can kayak, can do lots of things. So, it's pretty good fun. You've got the pub, everyone goes to the pub and gets a few pints, and then, get some games as well around this. And then that's it, barbecues now, summer coming.
So you guys get about 1 million visitors a year, I understand. So how busy is that pub in the middle of summer?
Yeah, it gets very crowded, especially with all the companies, and plus the tourists, but very, very good fun though.
Do you know much about the area, how it was formed? Do you know much about the sounds themselves?
Yeah, so the sounds, it's been carved basically by glaciers. So the last glaciation has been like 12,000 years ago. And then so that's why all around it's been carved like this. The deepest point is 300 meters deep. You've got permanent waterfalls, the highest one, which is the Bowen Fall, which is 164 meters high.
Wow.
Which is higher than the Niagara Fall. And there's still lots of quantity of water coming out of it, and which is very important for the community here because you've got a generator over there and provide all the electricity for Milford Sound. So that's why, yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. So it's very important to us.
The hardest thing here is to understand, even like here without the camera, just looking around, the scale of things.
Yeah.
You look around and it looks majestic, and then you see a person or a ship against those rock faces.
The rocks, yeah.
And it's like, wow. Then you realise
how big is it? Yeah. That's the main thing of Milford because, it's wide, but because, the mountains are rising up, so basically you've got a big scale, in the fjord, so you think like everything is massive, So that's why. Actually, we've got the Mitre Peak, which is the highest mountain, rising right up of the fjord. I forgot the height of it.
1,700 meters.
1,700, there we go. I didn't want to do any mistake on it. There we go. And then so that's why, it gives like perspective of it.
So your 20-second rundown of the tour, the ship, and the sound.
And the sound. The main events here will be like the waterfall. It's called the Starting Fall. Everyone goes underneath it, so it's like fresh water. And you could get 10 years younger. So, everyone wants to get 10 years younger. Welcome on board and then do it. That's fantastic, And dolphins, penguins, seals, and that's it, big laugh. Everyone is happy on the boat. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, and you're going to be around for a while, so anybody who's coming on this tour should come see Mr. Juicy himself, Sebastian.
There we go.
Okay.
Captain.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Great
you.
to talk to you.
Merci.
See you. Now, the only way to continue your road trip north along the west coast is to first head back inland. And despite what Google Maps may tell you, it takes a lot more than 7 hours to make the trip around. Perfect then for enjoying the relaxing pace with a couple of well-chosen picnic spots and a remote campground to put a closing piece to camera down. Well, to try anyway. I think the South Island was specifically made for camper vans rather than the other way around. I don't think camper vans were made for the South Island. I think the South Island was invented by the people who invented camper vans in order to sell some more camper vans. It is the perfect spot for a trip in one because there's very few towns, there's hardly any cities, and there is a long way between each of them. So it's a great opportunity to see the place without being tied to those towns that are 300 kilometres apart. What are your final thoughts, Jarvis? Did you enjoy your trip on the boat today?
Yes.
And have you enjoyed your week?
Yes.
Week so far really good?
Yeah.
Oh, never
Carmen,
mind.
have you enjoyed your week so far? If you have, give a thumbs up to the camera.
Bit concerned about the water spilling. Carmen, you want to give a thumbs up over to the camera?
Thumbs up. Move this way a little bit. Move to
We
your
can't
left.
see you.
Okay, we all loved it.
Yay!
Next stop, West Coast. Boom!
Boom!